Freight and genetics making an appearance in two different companies on the Momentum radar this time around with Dave Bartosiak, our Momentum stock strategist. He's the one who's going to fill us in on what's going on here. And by freight, you're actually talking about trucking, right?
Yeah, basically a trucking company, trucking and logistics. This sector overall got beat up pretty good a couple of years ago. You had oil prices a whole lot higher than they are today, and the economy had slowed considerably. So we weren't moving enough freight, right? So a lot of trucking companies that fell on hard times. But now things are turning around, right? The economy's looking a whole lot better. Freight's shipping from here to there. You know, you got the rails, you got the trucking, and you know, how else are you going to get it from point A to point B in the U.S.? Right. So this company, Covenant Transport, it's a Zacks rank #1 strong buy, so we always like to see that. They're a small cap company. It's pretty tiny, so you got a lot of growth potential, you know, to the upside on a stock like this. And they've had a lot of earnings momentum. So if you took a look at kind of our pricing consensus chart, you'd see that those earnings estimates keep going up, and they keep, you know, meeting or exceeding earnings and guiding higher. So really good story there on kind of the fundamental and the earnings front. But the chart is really what I like to look at, and it's something that's had a lot of strength this entire way over the course of the last several months. So we jumped up above what I like to use is 20-day moving average, 25-day. That's shifted to the right by 5. I call it the 25-5. I didn't make it up. There's a famous futures trader that uses this, so I kind of stole it from him. Okay. But anyway, so in early September, we jumped up above that when the stock was trading at like $12.40, $12.50 a share. Since then, it just went up like a rocket, basically. Had a little bit of a pullback when the rest of the market pulled back, last couple weeks ago. But now it's at 1979, so that's a long ways away from the 1250 it was trading at just at the beginning of September. There's a lot of momentum in the stock. A lot of people are getting interested, and just as long as their numbers keep looking good, I think the stock's going to keep going higher. All
right, the genetics company is Illumina, ILMN, the ticker, right?
Yeah, and just like Covenant, this is also Zacks rank #1 strong buy for us. It does mix the technology in order to analyze huge swaths of data regarding genetics, genetics data, so they can map out, you know, several data points across multiple genomes and come up with, you know, what's similar between them and all the comparisons and things like that. So they're mostly on the technology side of that, but that's where the technology is being applied on a daily basis. So that's who they're selling to. So as you're seeing these developments in genetics and medicines that are targeting, you know, specific genes and gene therapy, things like that, this company's helping, you know, behind the scenes to sell the big pharma the machines that they need in order to do this. Okay, so I'm not the only one that's taken note of this. Over the last week, 9 different analysts have raised their estimates for the current quarter. Wow. So you got a lot of bullishness behind this name, and it's helped turn the stock around a little bit. If you take a look at the chart on this one, it's been a little wavy, right? A little bit more of a bumpier road, kind of going up and down. Sort of between the $130 and $190 level on this. The most recent pullback's taken it down to about $145. And that was last Wednesday when we had that capitulation move to the downside where the market, you know, all sold off pretty considerably. Since then, it's rallied, and then we had a huge gap up after earnings, which took it over $180 a share. So right now you got a lot of momentum. A lot of analysts are bullish on it. The stock looks good, and we're approaching kind of the top end of that range. Could be a potential breakout here soon.
Oh, neither of these two?
No, neither.
All right, check out other stock picks and stock picking strategies and other stock information at Zacks.com's website. If you're not there already watching this video, get on over to the homepage because you can link to it right off the homepage. With Dave, I'm Terry Ruffalo.